Hey guys, are you the reason your child isn't performing in the classroom? We are back again. It's day 18 of the 30-day challenge. If this is your first time joining me, I was challenged a couple weeks ago to go live every day in December. My challenge is actually 34 days because I started a little bit early. However, I am still going every day nonetheless, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys again tonight. Hey Dion, if you have never met me before, you're seeing this because someone shared it. Welcome to my space. My name is Lanisha Lamb. I am author, writing mentor, and founder of the Pretty Geeky Kids Club, which is an education website with a holistic approach to fundamental learning. Hey, Mom, and we provide solutions that yield results. This week, we've been talking about whether or not you are the problem as it relates to your child's performance in the classroom. And we are offering, or I am offering, tips to improve their performance from home. So just to recap from the week, on Monday, we talked about organization being a reason why your child is not performing in the classroom. So what does that mean? We are lacking structure at home, and that is translating into the classroom. So what is the solution there? Create a routine at home so that it transfers to the classroom and the child clearly understands or is able to distinguish between work time and playtime, right? Tuesday, we talked about how perfection is unrealistic and it's unhealthy, right? So if your child is making hundreds on everything that they're doing, they're not being challenged. And if they're not being challenged, they can't change, they can't grow, and ultimately their success is being stunted. Last night, we talked about lack of discipline in the household and how it shows its ugly face in the classroom. The solution there is to raise your children at home so the teachers don't have to do it in class, and so that the learning environment, the experience is not disrupted and thrown off track because your child has to be redirected or moved out of the classroom, or just a lot of attention has to be placed on them instead of why we are in the classroom in the first place. And if your child, if you're a parent of a child who is in elementary school especially, you understand how much they are required to learn over the course of a year. So we don't have time to waste. We don't have time to be spending on bad behavior. So yeah, the resolution there is, the solution there is to train them up at home so when they go out into the world at school that they know how to behave, right? Now tonight we're talking about, we're still talking about whether or not you are the reason why your child isn't performing. However, we're going to make it really interesting tonight. You know how when somebody starts doing something, they all of a sudden are like an expert. So I am a basketball expert. So if you guys watch basketball, drop a basketball emoji below. And if you don't, then I'm going to put you on game tonight because I am a newfound expert. I've been watching basketball all of like a month and I feel like I know everything, right? So tonight we're going to be talking about whether or not as a parent, you are Carmelo Anthony or are you Russell Westbrook? So what do I mean by that? And this is inspired by last night's game and several of the other games that I've watched with that team and conversations that I've had with Boo. So I feel like I know everything. So, okay, Niche, you are a basketball fan, Cavs. Okay, we like Cavs too. All right, so Carmelo Anthony is a player who, this is, I think, his 15th year in the game or whatever. He's a player who is, he gets the ball, he's going straight for the shot, right? So he's not really working with his teammates. I know you love basketball, Ty. He's not working with his teammates. He's just shooting shots, right? So with a player like that, you're not really running a lot of plays. You know, he's kind of doing his own thing, which means he is sacrificing the development of his team, right? Right? So let that sink in of how that can relate to you as a parent. Now, Russell Westbrook is really, he go hard on the court. He really sacrifices his body, like he sacrifices the number of points he has in a night. Also because he's going so hard, he's making sure that, you know, he sees the openings, he passing it to his teammates. It's really a team effort, right? And anytime that they interview him after the game, that's what he says. He's here for the team, right? So as parents, we have to make sure that we are being Russells and not Carmelos. If we're being Carmelos and we are too focused on what we have going on in our lives and we're not focused on what our children have going on and how we need to be present for them, sometimes we are setting them up for failure, and that is going to transition, or that's going to go with them into the classroom, right? So for example, for somebody like myself, I'm a business owner. And you know, if you are a full-time business owner, or if you're doing it in your part-time, it's a hustle, because you are literally, for me, for being full-time, you are literally creating every single month, you creating income from zero. So you got to grind, you got to do whatever you got to do. And a lot of times I'm on my phone all the time because I'm checking emails. We're trying to see if these orders coming through, trying to see if y'all are buying these books, and just seeing what's going on. So it's really a grind 24/7, but I really have to force myself to take a step back to make sure that I put that time, that phone to the side, and invest that time in my child, right? I don't want to be so focused on getting the bag or getting to the bag, whatever you young people are saying these days. I don't want to be so focused on getting the money and making sure that he is set up for the future and that our family is set up for the future, that I sacrifice or neglect an opportunity to develop him today, which is really, really important. And I think that's what Carmelo does. Like, he's so focused on the game, right? He's focused on the win, the championship, but he's forgetting that, you know, running the plays and utilizing your teammates provides you an opportunity for you guys to become better together, right? So defense for them is really good, but the offense is not always on point where it needs to be. And we have to think about that in our household, because it's a team. You know, you and your child, y'all have a team. The parent and the children have a team. And you guys have to make sure that you're putting forth the effort so that everybody is successful, right? So sometimes we're so focused on the future that we forget that today is now, and we have an opportunity to impact and affect today. So be Russell. You know, make those sacrifices for the team. Put the things aside that you need to put aside if you're a business owner, or even if you are, if you're career driven, you're a professional. You know, sometimes work goes home with you, especially when you're a teacher. You know, my mom takes a lot of work home with her, and I know there's a lot of different careers where, you know, sometimes it spills over into the after hours. You're going to have to find time to dedicate yourself to your child and what they have going on, and not be so caught up in tomorrow or next week's meeting or the client that you're trying to book. You know, make sure that you are also investing that time into your child and their needs as well. So the tip for tonight is don't be Carmelo, be Russell. Just to recap for the week, Monday again was create a routine. Tuesday was make sure that you're challenging your children, because in the challenge is the change, and obviously the growth is going to follow. Wednesday was make sure that you are training your child up in the way that they should go, so whenever they go out into the world, they won't depart from it. And I know I just remixed that Bible verse or that scripture, but it applies here, and it's very important. And tonight, don't be Carmelo. Don't be so focused on the end goal, on, you know, making money down the line or the win down the line, that you sacrifice or you neglect an opportunity to develop your family today. All right, be Russell. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please, in the comments, say hello if you're joining me live. If you're on replay, hashtag replay for me. Let me know below, which team are you on? Are you on Team Carmelo or Team Westbrook? I know I have some Cavs fan watching. We ain't talking about which team you batting for. We're just talking about what type of parent you are. So are you a Russell Westbrook parent, or are you a Carmelo Anthony? Drop it below in the comments. Thank you guys again so much for viewing. If you found value in the video, please like it, please comment, please share with someone you feel like who could get something from it. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And before I go, let me remind you guys that the Pretty Geek Kids Club is live, so that you can join the club now. It's only $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year. And essentially what we do is provide support for you and your family through our online classroom, which gives you access to worksheets, our weekly reading group, just so many goodies, right? So if you know somebody who could benefit, please refer them to the post, refer them to the website, refer them to me, just in case they have questions. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We're talking about one more reason why you could potentially be the reason why your child is not performing in school. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.